My name is John Fowler, and I've developed this presentation to help you identify specific actions to improve the computer operations in your LGU. These actions will be used to plan your improvements for the next year in your operational plan, which is part of your ISSP, or Information System Strategic Plan. I was assigned to 4 LGUs during 2012 and used my experience on these assignments to develop this presentation. As I mentioned, the purpose of this presentation and the workshop you will do is to identify specific actions to take over the next year to improve the computer capability of your LGU. The recommended techniques we'll use is what's known as a SWOT analysis. This will identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats in your computer environment. You should assemble a SWOT team which should involve as many people as possible from your LGU. You should try and get representatives from all the areas. This will include managers as well as support staff, and include areas such as the Treasury, IT, cashiers, license, business permits, etc. Here is a picture from one of the workshops I performed last year. You can see that there are over 20 people in the workshop. You'll prepare in the workshop all the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and the threats in your computer environment. And you notice that the strengths and weaknesses are often internal to your organization, while the opportunities and threats are generally related to external factors. In the workshop, you will require flip chart paper, marker pens and scotch tape to attach the flip chart paper to the walls. This is so everybody can see the results of what they've developed during the workshop. In the workshop, you ask the people, what strengths do we have? An example could be, we have good management support. What are the weaknesses? What are the weaknesses in your computer environment? This usually includes many viruses in our PCs, which take a lot of time to trouble and waste a lot of our time. What opportunities do we have to improve? We could use people from local universities to help us with their implementation and coding or any other things that we can use in our environment. Also, what threats do we face? These often include typhoons at certain times of the year. Our next step is to then identify how we can maximize the use of our strengths. How can we overcome the threats that we've identified? What do we need to overcome the weaknesses identified? And how can we take advantage of the opportunities? This information will be the information that will be the basis for our operational plan. For each strength, we'll identify specific tasks that would help maximize it. For each weakness, how will we overcome it? For each opportunity, how can we take advantage of it? And for each threat, how can we overcome it? We then transfer the information from our workshop flip charts onto an Excel spreadsheet. We should use all the 4 areas: overcome weaknesses, optimizing strengths, taking advantage of the opportunities, and how do we overcome our threats. These should be ranked in order of either high, medium, low, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Allocate specific responsibility for who is going to do it, and then identify in each of the months when we are going to carry this out. Here I have completed some of the items in weaknesses. Here we're going to, for the first one, we need to make an inventory of our licenses, which have allocated as high responsibility, and we're going to do in March. We're going to have to make a plan to replace our hardware, again higher responsibility, and then we'll do this in April. We'll have to train our regular staff on the use of the applications such as Excel and PowerPoint and Word. We'll have to hire IT as regulars and buy high-speed printers or network printers to replace the individual small printers which keep breaking down. As you can see, which months we are planning to do them. You should then fill in the same for the taking advantage of opportunities and overcoming the threats. So in summary, we should involve as many people as possible till we get the best ideas. We need to prioritize these ideas, high, medium or low, to know which we're going to do first, allocate specific responsibility for carrying them out, and then plan when exactly we are going to carry them out.